tried concentrating on something other than your personal affair?
There is a sudden
I know he
harsh
really
edge
just
to his
doesn't want to
voice,
deal with
like
me.
he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Focus on other people's struggles, not your...
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch.
Gut.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her safe.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical illness. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate intensity.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the what we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to nail you.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the...
$8 billion?
20 billion is a conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72 they started? Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the... You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. By throwing off half a century of foreign...
You'll be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Sorry about the sirens.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official...
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago. After that all...
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and...
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for... What can I say? The Union employs a giant covered in tattoos. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCN.
But the strike began in December.
Can you see? I just want to see if you guys can see the dogs in the back. Well, you can see her right there. Alright. She's way back in there. She's so cute. Okay.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has been on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior...
Ludicrous, Nina. It's meant.
Mr. Clare told him to fuck off, midget. Gaumont is shortest... Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners, every worker.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed... And now, people are getting lynched, I hear.
Excuse me. From whom did you hear about this news?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work.
This checks out.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Edward does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes it. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal, organised labour at its best, as they say.
Amar, the Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect will be...
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have... And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say... Of course, officer. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman...
Disappear?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter...
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play. But what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, These kinds of things happen.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
Alright,
Is what you
we
want
need to
to say,
ask her for money
but it
because
isn't
we're
that easy,
deadbeats.
is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green, while dull orange pearls hang from her hairlobes, red from the cold. These are the cunning eyes of the within reason. Now look at you. You misery-clad sinner. Clearly, you're poor. Poor as wolves.
I'm not
You can't
ashamed.
ask this person for money. You're too. Oh, but you are. Too ashamed.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm so sorry, guys. That's
Of course,
all
detective.
right now.
Take care.
Great. Let's say where I am. Say where that guy. Thank you. We'll go back in
You're back.
here.
Good.
We're gonna
Can I
try
help you
this. Fingers crossed we're lucky today.
I am sorry.
No. Okay.
It just doesn't come out of your mouth.
So let's
does
see
is
if we have a
surprisingly
point that we
eloquent,
can
really.
spend.
The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
I have one. Okay. Well, let's use it on volition, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go back and we'll keep using it until it works, because she's how we get all money. I am the scum of the earth. Money.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you, of course.
Sure. Oh no, I don't have the skill point. So okay. This love. This ways. Joyce.
Good. What can I help you with?
Give us some money.
Voila.
Oh, okay, great. Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living.
Ah,
That
yes,
seems
of
like the
course.
closest thing to
I'm sad
reality.
to hear that. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this.
130
That's a
real.
good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She removes a few notes in her hand. There must be about 200 real. That's about.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It
I
may
am
not be
the scum of
technically
the earth.
illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You're right, ma'am. That donations are.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsur, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I'm always so torn with Joyce. If I say I'm always so torn, like I've played this a million times, but I really I lean towards wanting to say one, but I feel like it's more appropriate to say this
I
one.
can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Oh boy. Alright, well,
Oh dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply,
As I said, his technique may be very unconventional, but
of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't.
She's a professional negotiator.
amazing.
She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the
Like a
responsibility for
sidekicks for me.
disarming the
This is my main
situation.
thing.
I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this.
She's silent.
God,
The
these
wind
are
reflects the
so brutal when you fail these.
Officer,
Great. Oh, lovely.
you know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it, despite your own best effort.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to
It's so
justify it to my
incredibly
superiors.
uncomfortable
They're going to want
to
to
like
see
go through
something
these
tangible.
situations. Like, oh, I couldn't even imagine saying these to people.
The union is conducting drug trade, or you could.
detective. A word in private before we continue.
Great. Right. Great. Oh, yeah, he wants to talk to me.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and not like
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time.
you could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, what I propose is we ask her, then we investigate. Briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her.
Great. Whatever you say, Kim.
You're back. Good. It's quite straightforward.
Ingredients for what?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be
My
quicker to
headphones
say what you
hurt my
can't
head
make from the
so
stuff.
badly. I have a nice little scar on the top of my head from cracking my head open a year ago, and it gets quite irritated from the headphones, so I might take them off in a minute.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is
Wildpine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade. Do you mean to say the union also produces it?
we're in logistics.
I'm gonna take
It's our
these off.
business to know. And no.
I'll put some
As
heroin
far
in
as the
it.
company knows, the union does not produce
So
it.
good.
They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Great. Get my stream box now. Okay, just this one done. Cool. What's going on here?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everard and the dock workers union. Still,
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Glorious.
precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded in beached dwellers at
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the driver.
her irises are like the river.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Joyce, share the company secrets with me now. That's what I want.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our sub. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
So let's go and do something else.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track, then beg them to open a drawbridge for me. Edge one.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisarabi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to benefit.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. The two might,
Or none. Though, if you have it,
as eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes? Excellent. According to my report, there are at least 3 lorry It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
That's all for now. Great. Can I increase your save that for later.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance. The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers in. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. I already told. Go check the backyard door. Maybe.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Poor Kim having to deal with me. Alright, I will talk to her after. Okay, we can go back. Let's actually look what we're supposed to be doing right now. I don't want to report my badge missing because my own reasons at this moment. I'm traumatized from another one of those situations going wrong. Like when I failed that check with Joyce and I'm like secondhand embarrassment, that was nothing compared to what happened when I failed the volition check, or not volition, but whatever. With this one. There's a few that I'm just like, I cannot sit through this. Oh, open a trash container. Okay, we can do that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, you're supposed to equip that for a while. Alright, sorry for coughing. One of the dogs is snoring. I did not make that noise. I promise you. Okay. Gotcha. So what did I say we were doing? Trash container. We're not gonna do that. We can go and pick art as well. That will do at the end of the day. Okay. So let's go back to guard. That seems like the right idea. At some point I will figure out how to run. I'll get there. I hate these kids. I actually hate these kids so much.
This trash container is locked
Open the padlock
with a
with the key.
well-oiled crack. The lock don't.
Great.
Maybe you shouldn't.
That's hurting my head too. Alright. Everything's sorry. Well, what else?
The smell of rotten
Open
food
the lid.
rises to greet you. You see soggy carton,
the stupid
dirty
lid.
rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your phone. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to...
The victim's clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar mark, blue jeans. Croquettes. Empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. The belt is inside. That's it. Do you see?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military type overgarment. No label, serial number. This is the kind of red-knit shirt that's one of...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But up,
Alright. We should go to Garter Gate and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and this establishment had the key. It's just...
The fuck's he on about? Kids? Hear that, Kuno?
See?
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the... It's just organic waste. Cold and... What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple
Oh.
wheels. Something larger. A clipboard.
I
A
fully
blue
forgot
plastic
this is
clipboard
meant to
with
be
moist papers
stinking
hanging from it.
paperwork.
They look badly damaged, but you can still
Ugh,
make out
I'm
forms
like
and words
getting itchy
written
just
in a
thinking
mad
about touching it. I don't have to. Someone on the screen has to touch that, and I'm itching because of it.
Officer, is that your... It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM
Unfortunately.
street written on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Understood.
but it
with an
becomes
oddly
important for
racist
joke later.
depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Take the mug.
Mm.
There's a really fine line in this game
Investigate
with
the
some of the
sighting further
political
by going to the interact tab in window.
environments. I guess that's not really the right word that I want to use, but like they give you some tricky situations where like for me I'm just kind of going with what seems to go with like what's popping up in front of me, and it gets really funny. Well, not funny. I've actually had someone point out to me that I was tongue-in-cheek saying something I was not intending to say at all, but then again that also could be my autism,
The
so
container sounds a muffled gong.
who knows. Okay,
That's
so
one
let's
thing.
go back in and pay Gart
I think we
and
got it.
tell him that we found the victim's clothes in here.
You said you didn't want to
We're
talk
not
about
diving in
Ledger.
there for anything else.
Now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Great. I can make notes. I can make notes. I have a purse. I can make notes. Alright, coming for you. Oh yeah, we can go rob this guy.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed.
Not
Oh,
now.
excuse me. Do you
Finish thought. Do not touch. But this is decent.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied. Your fingers find their way into the shackle. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
I think his king turned around.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you could buy with no. He's looking the other way. Perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop just for the record. You look nothing like the sleeping dock worker has little to say about you.
Well, we will find out. Okay. Okay, what else can I click on? I think, no, I can't go in.
You should totally sit down. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic.
Modest and normal sized.
It's measured, level-head through a PA system by other people.
Finish that thought. Finish it immediately.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us, the trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything on.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be procured.
I think fugue states are more your forte. Yes. What theme? Yes, not the whole damn Elysium, thank God. They come here in the evenings. Dumb.
We should find out who this note faction is. If we don't, we have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get bored.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just make it clear you've got that.
What are you, cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with it? Fine, okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop what?
By the way, you should come back to this.
Yes, have you got it?
Well.
Well.
Money. Slam pistol.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment. It's good you paid before 9 p.m. or your door would have been locked electronically. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM in here. Anything else I can do for you?
Bodyguard. Man, that guy's a little
Volumetric
wet rag.
ship
Oh,
compressor.
thank goodness. Okay, let's go to the body.
Bizarre
I love
scientific
these
news
illustrations
from
in the
River
back.
Show West today.
It's one of my favorite things about this game because every time I look at these, I find like new little details to fixate on. I could look at these for
These metallic hydrogen levels of ship
all day. It
technology
wouldn't be
are
long
thought
enough.
to
They're
exist
gorgeous.
only at the center of collapsing stars, not your official. It
Sorry,
remains
that's my
to be
neighbor.
seen how long the ship's singularity
I'm slowly
lasts.
realizing that I do not live in a quiet area at all. Okay, accept. Accept. Great. Thank you. Let's see what's happening there. Great, amazing. Interact. We'll interact with those after. Okay. Let's see. Put the clothes in the trash. Alright. Oh, and there's the ones I'm doing. Okay. I could. Cells. Mhm. 3 more hours before we can go into the kitchen. She's so there. Just for my own sake, very safe game.
There he still
There's a
is,
little birdhouse
looking
up here. I
right
didn't even
through you
realize that.
with his white eyes.
So cute.
The body below is entirely dedicated.
Honestly, the details in this game are
Emitting
next
it is
level.
all
I love
that
it.
does
I love the
now.
art.
Again, every
Lovely.
time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying.
I think I've only managed to make it past that once. Just cry.
Little black marks pop on the corpse's lips. Decay liquid, like tar.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work.
You can open the swipe check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your
Great.
Maybe it's okay if you don't make it today. The dead man isn't going anywhere.
Oh, I
And
don't know if I
there's
can
always other things to
swear
do.
on my. Oh yeah, I put an age restriction on here. Okay, cool. Never mind. Endurance. We need to spend a skill point. How do I level up? spend a skill point. How do I spend a skill point? What button do I hit for this? Oh, there, okay. God. Not the brightest candle on the cake. Hello. This. I did endurance. I did it. Oops. I did endurance. So I don't understand. Come back.
There he still is, looking right through you with his what? Ha ha ha.
How is that
The
possible?
corpse laughs at you.
We're loading. Confirm. Because all we're doing is just having absolute terrible luck.
There he still is, looking right
Okay.
through you with his white. As you
Thank
breathe
you.
in, the
Thank
odor
you.
comes over you,
See, this
It's the
has
smell of
this
blood
happened once
and
before in here already.
and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries, strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
Wait.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strength. This makes getting him down more problematic than that. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a
No.
man. I didn't
They
see this
definitely
picture.
did not climb up using
I
that
think they
ladder.
assault the bridge, then pulled on the belt.
Could be. The shape of the belt supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin,
A map of the stars.
as if someone left out most.
Colony.
He wears a wide leather belt around his. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Soundless.
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody. Don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash,
That's
followed by
impressive,
the
right?
breaking of a
Lovely.
small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour.
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settles. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color.
So what do you think? Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his hand. The hypostasis supports the hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I do. Most of them.
Stop talking in riddles.
These kids are brutal.
The pool of blood and feces has eaten it.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digest.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I agree.
His personality is no longer
Totally dead. Dabadoo doo dead.
but there is no breath to catch. Only his eyes are dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to be. I'm gone.
Nice. Maybe we'll have some decent luck going forwards.
Into the wild, in the past.
I keep hearing something about the Pale in this being important, but I've not played long enough to understand what it is or any of that. I'm gonna keep waving my hands. I talk with my hands. I should sit on them. I'll get better at this.
I'm a joke. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer. A mother. Go ahead, Papa. What do you mean? It's the power of you mad. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible.
Are you sure we've finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly. The material appears delicate and fragile. These are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, ceramic plate. Zirconia under the heel. Fair wet. The locals probably scavenged it. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless, and a small. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
It's anything but. This material.
Faint organic lines cover the plates where they like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
Huh.
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section is.
That's
The smooth,
interesting.
glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in Makinela when we're done. Either station can chase. That's for us to find out. My initial reports on the area suggest he was a security. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. It is. We've requested similar material for a full set.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income.
By catching, you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them? Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered.
The steel reinforced belt isn't so.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters high. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if...
Yeah! Bang bang time pig!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hit...
Yeah, now we're talking. And it's no miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
I blow his head off.
Take it! Yeah, take the shot!
Silence. And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it. That's a Kiel A1990. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the wall.
It's okay,
God damn
Ken.
it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fella Stess was the wrong choice. His shoulders were red.
Fucking idiot! Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky. Any more mistakes could put us in an...
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno,
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlike...
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot, so.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting fight...
they only have one!
Oops.
One gun. Oh
This is
god.
the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer,
This is
why do you
hilarious.
react like that? That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station, buddy.
You take it, fucking banana pointer!
The cold piece, you've held this.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
The buckle comes into focus in
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't mix.
your field of the slow movement.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Do it! Set me free!
Oh, whoops.
Don't.
Do it! Intense shit, copper.
I did not. Okay, I would just. I meant. The Kuno-esque. I didn't realize its name was Kuno-esque. I thought it was a French word for not. Okay, listen, I'm not the brightest. I just wanted to get through the check. I didn't mean to point a gun at a kid. I'm sorry. Oh no, that was so bad. I cannot do this. No, 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 no. Ooh. Oh, man, I got it. Okay, sick. I don't know how I've managed to get that every single time I've played through this.
Loose with the
Like, I did it with my friend, and I got this, and then I started it on my own, and I got it.
with your hand numb.
Shit and clovers over here.
You look at the body slumped down. For a moment, the man
Love
looking
it.
straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
Communism. Lovely.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have not
Can I
let
say
the
that word
rigor
on
in his
stream?
muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Get the body down. I mean, I would love to yell at her, but I accidentally pointed a gun at her, so maybe we should leave the kids alone. I can't believe I did that.
By being a damn good
Ah.
shot. Ace is high.
Oh, I like this
Ace
one.
is high. You could add an ace's low to it, if you
Cam.
chill. It's gonna connect.
It's gonna
But
connect.
then it does, and with furious precision.
I knew these guys were.
God, I hate this kid. Ignore him. Deeply approving.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before,
Slumped on the ground like that does not improve the way the corpse smells.
Lovely.
it looks like I feel like taking a break from the stage. I'm sorry to interrupt your jubilation today. Just a little brief. In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the union. Harbor property was clearly used in hacking. The harbor
Ooh,
just
that's
east
the
of
little one.
getting in might prove a challenge. I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative, but we've already done that, so good for us. One down, one to go.
Let's go then. Alright. Well, that's good. Let's save. Because I actually managed to get some stuff done there, and I would hate to have to go back and reshoot that thing. Reshoot. Okay. So Kim needs a minute, and that's fine. Let's go in here. I like aces low, so we're gonna internalize that one. Oh, I can't see what time it is here, but that's okay. I want to try taking the boots this time. Because the last time I sent the body away, I didn't realize that I could try taking the boots off of it. And then later I got a little thing about the armor. And I just didn't realize that I could take those boots. Why are these so bad? Do I have stuff on that's... Oh, I'm probably wearing stuff that minuses. Yeah. Lovely. Man, the clothes, the outfits, they kill me in this. I mean, I would love to just get rid of all of his clothing and start from scratch, but it's fine. It's not that kind of game. Okay. So, I feel like he needs a minute. So actually, why don't we start talking to driver? Driver. Hey, sir. Let's chit chat.
A simple little cadence.
See.
He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
It's the jam, man. Oh, my friend Shannon texted me. So my friend and I foster dogs, and she would foster dogs if she could, but she has 3 already, so she cannot have any more in her house. And there's a lady who fosters with the same organization that I foster with, and she lives around the corner, and she's had a dog for almost a year now, and her name is Franny. And when I tell you that this dog is the greatest dog ever, okay, I'll get a picture of Franny and I'll put her up in the next stream that I do. But we were just talking about her because we think that after like a year of being in foster care and being up the street from me, that maybe she's found her adoptive family, which is so lovely, but it's also bittersweet because she won't be just up the street anymore, and I've gotten so accustomed to seeing her little. She just, it's not even little, she's just got so much personality, it's amazing. But yeah, it'll be nice when she goes to her forever home, but sad because we won't see her anymore. So that was all Shannon was just texting me. So cool. Cool, great, cool. Okay. I would love a pop. Maybe I should get a pop.
The air is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating. All around. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo. Days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and the zoot. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole... So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. And there's sad, a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, workers got...
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much in the...
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own
No,
mother.
your mother. No.
Okay. But do continue. You were asking about the strike?
Some pretty wild stuff. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. They want to keep that money for
He doesn't blame them.
anything else. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a...
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm, indignant, cool, and still.
Oh, high grade now.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking. They usually get shipped abroad in the auction. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These foul tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wambra with Loran birds. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Seem like you know about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good
Yeah,
times.
me and
but
narcotics go way back as
those
well.
days are
but
behind me.
we've been on a
There are
nice
other
little
addictions in my
hiatus
life
for a
now.
while.
Why the inquiry, my man?
I say that like I'm going back anytime soon. No. Ah.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law
We have a pretty little lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamra.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward... Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing...
a rhymesmith. This is quite credible.
Look, man, I try to stay away from...
We wouldn't say he's
Cool.
lying, sir.
Hit him with your best friend. No. I'm good for now. Conceptualization. I'm good
Don't
for
be a
now.
stranger.
Because that's probably going to be embarrassing if we fail it. I love that we're just like, oh, you can't see because my little person's in front of it, but our little icon, like I can go in and switch it, I can move it, but our little person right now is just a blurry little mess. He looks like Ronald McDonald fell flat on his face in some mud. So, oh yeah. Cool. I'll take that, thank you. A guy. Cool. Wednesday at 7 a.m. I think that's basically as far as I got in the game, was when fingerless gloves. Yeah, I think I got to Wednesday when I was able to just pop up onto the other side. It looks like a rave in here. Okay. Talk to this guy.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his computer, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had
Who are your customers usually?
all kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for it keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh my god.
Oh.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a and I
Oh,
don't
God.
like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts poke on a mission. The unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth be told,
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force.
That's not
We have
good.
to find out.
Not good.
my apologies, officer, but I have
A
nothing.
needle in a haystack. There is nothing he can do about it now. You just have to hope luck or something.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may. He's been by the shop a couple of.
There was something awfully deliberate about that laziness.
They weren't the most pleasant, but I bowed out at some point. I prefer to watch from afar. It was all very strange. That forewoman was more pleasant than ever, but I guess it's all the same in the end. tried. Wanted to come.
So you don't know what kind of error?
As I said, I refused to talk to him. That's why he came back. He purchased a remarkable...
He nods reluctantly.
I do my best to keep...
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing color.
Let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Saving. Now, I want to do this. Tools. Let's make this man uncomfortable.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Cool.
Some of
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical business.
I do appreciate it.
So, make him uncomfortable. Great. Love. Now let's go back.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
How would I know? I've had to take it. You know, since the people...
He's taking for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing a wood. We were an all-volunteer.
On the patch, gamma radiant.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. There's a reason why everyone's tried. So much disappointment. An early death. Cancer, no one's. Everyone.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear clean, so I came to Martinez. I like the theory more
Thanks
than
for
the story.
sharing, Roy.
Outward.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
That's good. Okay. I'll come back and click on all these fun things. Oh, you know what? There's these
The
up
boom
here
boxes
too.
on the shelf look well, love. One especially catches your eye. Just make sure it works before you buy.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel format,
Cool.
2mm 8.
Great. Thank you. I do not have the money for that yet, but I will be back. Okay. Oh wait, there's a guy over here. Let's save because that went better than I was expecting. So guys. My dogs make a lot of noise. The big one makes it mostly for the attention, and the little one over there, she doesn't really make much noise except for little grunts, because she's a fully breed. They're basically just little pigs with fur. eats all of her food. And like we were on a she needed to gain weight. She was underweight when I got her. So she's been on like a gentle increase of weight with her food, and that lasted like 2 months, and now she's like just on a maintaining, and I guess she's not taking it the greatest because she'll come into my big dog's crate here, and she starts eating all of his kibble because he eats kind of like a cat. He doesn't eat all of his food at once. He like saves it and he grazes throughout the day. He is what he is. But now he's like forcing himself to eat it all because she keeps going in and stealing his food, and she's getting a little thick. We're gonna have to work on it. Man on the water lock.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. The rest of the there's the fishing village, and not really much else. Sure thing.
It is salty.
Want some too, officer?
I know.
Hey, bye. Thanks for your snacks, sir. Snacky snack.
A couple of indicator lights. This panel usually closes the
Wait for not gonna put lever. We'll deal with this at a different time. There's nothing really to touch. Okay. Alright. Come back here. Tuna fish. Okay. Should jump to this side.
You see two lowly, defeated.
I can see you were taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These ones a small
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. These officers.
Samaran trash. A pair of
Those sneakers.
only that found ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from St. Max.
I'll talk to you, sir.
You see a Samaran. The name Sealand is embroidered over his breastplate.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. You're very cool.
You feel a twitch in your index finger.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer. Ha! You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you? Then fire away, officer. You mean these buildings?
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here.
It is. Practically free. No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my... Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along.
Interesting.
Only the coolest goods in Rebashol. I've got sneakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right there. Good joke of...
You glance around the decrepit.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom. That's right. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got horses. No need for discounts and ceilings, officer.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. Anything for you.
Start with a little compliment,
Wow.
then
Alright.
work your way up from there. This is about
Oh, okay. An investment? What kind of investment? Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain of... Sounds like a fair deal all
Great.
around.
corruption. It's just
crooked, alright? I'm
The
just
kid
thinking about
watching
how I'm
the
gonna pay
window
rent
is
tomorrow.
things going by.
Or get those sick
doesn't like
speakers when I need them to play some shit that I'm gonna need. Cool, thanks. We're not gonna ask that other question because someone told me that's rude. So, we're gonna be respectful towards the gentleman that just gave me $10. Respect the money. Well, I wonder if, Mr. Lieutenant, here, let's give Alice the serial code thing. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean,
Inside,
but that's
you see
fine.
a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out
Pick up the
toolbox.
radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Yeah, there we
Sure,
go.
officer. Got it.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Israeli law enforcement service.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I am going to sneeze. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can do this. The rest of the Acropolis, maybe. We should probably stop doing so much speed slash math.
The rotting
Yeah,
man
it's speed.
lies on his side with his eyes looking straight. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes
We'll
a
get
deep
to this,
breath.
and then I'll probably stop for the evening.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Lunae, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Equine,
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I
Alright.
suggest you get. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes. Yes, you see, the field autopsy form, the one on the red copy of
the dead man's dead. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first.
That's you. Not an energetic start to an autopsy.
It's messed up.
Just leave it empty, Professor.
The corpse lies there, indifferent to your
KK57. Next. NA. NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to
Sorry,
dead
sorry
than
everyone. That was loud. I know. I'm sorry.
He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive skin from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither Mondial
Male.
Things get upset.
nor does he look male with his pregnant.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-included. 10.
KK 57 0503.
None. At least not after the initial
Hi,
examination.
little girl. Be gone. She's back there. I don't know if you can see her. Hi, honey. Should probably go back to sleep. She's so cute. Can you see her? Oh, here she is. Hi. She's thrown herself up against the side of the couch there. Oh gosh, silly dogs.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Somewhere in Gemma North, a small wood shed behind wasn't elsewhere yet. An obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like and so all across Gemma. Cold city.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin.
See, it's
Babrodin, yes.
The disappointment is palpable. The red head,
The boots are serum, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. The boot has a serial number, XE50.100.100. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo. The assistant has a color photograph of the mountain. The deceased has well-nourished. Athletic body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age.
the hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch. The stench is suffocating. There must be brilliant time in there. He's combed his hair back in the oil. More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of it. For a fraction of a second he feels something. An irregularity. But then, what was what? Brilliant time. There's brilliant time in his hair.
Lividity is consistent with hanging.
fucking low velocity talking shit about Kuno's.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and gently ligature mark. Still worried. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we
You've got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature.
See, my pig is still.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight. The knot is the weak
Lovely.
spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady then. You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, the lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
He sinks the snap. The knot is slashed.
Here. The rope rises to hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis in
No! Let's get off and sit. I fucking knew it!
genitalia is male and unremarkable. Note back is symmetrical and intact. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicate.
We have a real museum here. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it. Ooh. That's central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it, a moral to be stored.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from.
With his eyes almost, you hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creak.
Yeah, jack that!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received venom.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction inside, you see.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Same for toxicology and serology. NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Gastrointestinal.
This week,
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. What? What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and the ligature mark encircling the neck.
be thorough if you want maximum.
Oh, so we inflicted them? Okay, so there's an incision in the thorax from the chamber.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck me?
Now, injuries. Head, chest, and your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury. So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stroke. The injury did not have the room of an early inflammatory.
At maximum
Has confessed to causing it.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest.
Right. Next, a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck. There's a gap in. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark.
Below the note, think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Why do you say that? Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal? Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. The part got blurry and stench. But let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, we were thorough with the list of injuries too. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to full for processing.
You tilt your head. Pause. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always
Okay,
something.
first. Okay, I'm gonna put a skill point. I'm gonna save.
disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking God, the whirling
Fuck are you looking at, being old man? You want a piece of...
only for God's sake. Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Your arm reaches out. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. A vision of black, and you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye, and abrasion collar. This is what we're after. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage.
What the fuck is happening? Ah, shit, see?
The basal ganglia feels this man will never sleep again. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged. The lieutenant answers with the sound of
Fucking cavity, see?
your fingers are all the way. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold, ice-cold, serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger. You pick the object between your index and middle finger.
My pig fucking got it? What? What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove with a block. Your hand immersed.
A bullet.
The bullet falls in.
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Of course. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does opinion? Fatal injury. And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after these men were already dead. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they care? There have been other sides too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as well.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a yes. We should take a...
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot him.
We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen and clean him up. I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it for one more thing. This was really good work, detective. All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hat, I'll take the...
is gonna be it for me today. I am gonna head to bed, but I will be back tomorrow. And we will play some more. Okay? Thanks for hanging out with me.